Hey guys, Happy New Year! I know for most of you the holidays are almost over, but here they're only just starting. And so I wanted to wish you everything wonderful for the coming year. All the love, joy, happiness and health and everything you wish for. And I also wanted to share with you some good and not so good news about our upcoming album Ad Astra, which is coming out on January the 13th. So if you haven't yet, please pre-save it. It really helps a lot. And also show you what Santa, or I guess in my case, Ded Moroz brought under my Christmas tree. And these are both gifts for me and for you, because these are the items from our crowdfunding campaign. And I really like how they all turned out. And the first thing I wanted to show is our new wristbands. It says Alexandrite on one side and Ad Astra on the other. I'm not sure if you can really see it here on camera, but I will paste a photo somewhere here. And they come in different colors. And the coolest thing about them is that they're actually glow in the dark. The white one is the brightest when it's completely dark, and the green one and the blue one shine the brightest under UV lights. So they're all different and all cool. And if you already ordered something from our campaign that includes this item, please let me know which color you prefer. Now, another item that our patrons have already seen and you might have noticed in some of my photos on the socials is our t-shirts. And I actually not only designed the patterns here myself, but I also make these prints or like vinyls for the t-shirts, so it's completely customizable and there are different options. So it's one design, it's a little bit shorter, but it has all the different colors. The second one is, I guess, the most popular according to our patrons. It's a similar design, but it's a little bit longer, and in this case it's in a different color. And there's a third one. It's made in holographic vinyl. I'm not sure if it's really good on camera, but in real life it's really vibrant and, hollow, if you know what I mean. But apart from this one, holographic, these vinyls and these ones are also glow in the dark. So if you already ordered a t-shirt, please let me know which design you prefer and in which color, because obviously I can make them and customize them personally for you. So we can do this design, but in the blue color, or the third option, but like all colorful, whatever you want. I'm really happy how these vinyls turn out and how they look in real life. I'm not sure if the camera does them justice, but believe me, they're really cool and they do glow in the dark, especially the blue one. Now, more for the printed things, I guess. Here's our new poster. I hope the colors translate well on camera. It's all really saturated pinks and purples, and I worked really hard for them to actually look good in print, because, how you see colors on the screen and how you see them in real life when they're printed is a little bit different. And also, we have our lyric book, which I'm also really happy about. It has the album cover and all the lyrics from the album, so all 14 songs. I think it's like 28 pages. You can imagine how thick a usual booklet would have been. So we decided to go with an actual separate book. And it comes with the limited double CD edition. And there are also options for ordering the CD with the lyric book. There's also a hidden bonus, and it's a flash fiction piece, like a short story, that's companion to the title track Ad Astra. It's called Per Aspera. And there are lots of Easter eggs in this short story that are related to some other songs on the album, as well as Ad Astra itself. So it's a really cool thing. Next, we have another really cool little thing, and it's our greeting card. It has holographic stars on it, and if you order anything from us, we will sign the card and write a message personally for you. And I'm really happy how the stars glow. It's fabulous. the similar design and the similar shining holographic stars are on this pin. It's basically the same print, but only the central circle, and it also has these holographic stars. Again, fabulous. I'm so happy with how these prints turned out. You guys, you have no idea how hard I worked on the color conversion, so it all turned out like it should. And one of the coolest things I've ever done are these stickers. Again, holographic. It's a sticker pack with some of the singles that we released. Songs of Ice, Cold Stars Burning, Love's a Memory, Pandora's Box, and Ad Astra itself, as well as our logo and the album logo and the patterns from the t-shirts. And again, I'm just so happy how they printed it. The colors are exactly like I wanted, maybe a little bit darker than I hoped, because Cold Stars is a little bit too dark and you can't really see. There's supposed to be a little bit of the spectral star leaf here, but it's really faint. But otherwise, it looks great. And the funny thing that I actually had to learn Adobe Illustrator in order to make this sticker pack because it has the cut lines, so you can pick individual stickers, and it had to be in vector, and I'm usually working in Photoshop, which is raster. So yeah, new skill achieved. I actually had to learn Adobe InDesign for the lyric book as well, but it was a little bit easier because it's just basically text. And there is one bonus item for our patrons who ordered something from the campaign. Is this like guitar pick pendant. It has our logo on one side and Tina's autograph on the other. These are also completely handmade by me, well, except for the guitar pick itself, obviously. But I also make these vinyls and print them and cut them and stick them onto these little picks. And they are also purple like everything in our designs. And by the way, we can also make them in keychains if that's something you're into and you're not usually wearing pendants, which is totally fine. And if you already ordered something and if you are a patron, you know what to do, just, DM me. Now we come to not so great news, and that's we, as you can see, don't have the CDs yet. And that's because we've run into a bit of a problem with the manufacturers that we tried to work with. So the first choice was the company that printed our Songs of Summer CDs. And I've been talking to them about the mock-ups and the file formats and everything. And basically, at the moment that I was ready to send them the final designs for printing, they told me that the estimated manufacture time is 25 business days. And that was around December the 10th or maybe 12th. And we have our release concert planned for January the 16th. And obviously it wouldn't have been possible to manufacture the CDs with them in this time frame because we also have, like I mentioned, the holidays are just starting here. And our holidays are ridiculously long and nothing works except, for regular shops, I guess. The holidays start here on December the 31st and they end basically on January the 12th. So all this time also makes the manufacture process longer because they're just not working. And so I scrambled and tried to find another manufacturer who could potentially make it faster. So right on the day that I got that 25 business days estimation, I messaged another company that we found and they had really good reviews. Somehow, I'm not sure, foreshadowing. And they told, yeah, we could do it. No problem. Send us your designs and we will figure it out. I sent them the files and there was some uncertainty in the answers the guy provided for my technical questions, about the color conversions and all that stuff. And so we decided to do a test print. I'm not sure what's it actually called in English. In Russian, it's цветопроба. So literally try the colors. And that's what we did. And unfortunately, it didn't turn out that great. I'm gonna show you again, somewhere here, our design and the test print that they did. And you can see that it's not the same colors. Like I said, I'm so happy that all these items turned out the colors that I wanted them to be. The purples and the pinks, and they're all saturated, and their test print was basically blue. And the guy tried to persuade me that the issue wasn't the color conversion or the color profile that he told me to use, but the lamination that I chose, which was matte for the digipacks, for the CD. And he told me that if it were gloss, it would have looked completely different. And obviously, the only case in which laminations can turn the colors so blue is that if you're laminating it with blue film. So that wasn't great already. So we decided to do a second test print with the different settings, and it turned out a little bit better. But around that time, I actually happened to have a chat with a friend of mine who also sings in a band. And, you know, we talked about CD manufacturing and all that. And he asked me why I'm not using the first company I mentioned. And I told him that the estimated delivery time was 25 business days. And he was like, wow, that's like so long. It wasn't the same for us. And I told him, yeah, like the last time we did it, it was a week. And on their website, it actually says that it's like 13, 14 days, not 25. And the next thing that my friend told me is, please just don't use this company. And then that's the second company that I'm trying to figure out the print thing with. And it turns out that they also promised them to print their CDs for their concerts. So they also had some strict deadline. And even though they didn't have that much issue with the color, the actual CDs wouldn't play. At least some of them. I guess many people would just, put a CD on their shelf and enjoy the print and all that. But the main function of a CD is actually to play music. And so if they can't provide the correct colors and their CD quality is just that bad that you can't actually listen to music from them, we decided that we can't work with this company and order our CDs for you guys from them. But unfortunately, it was already around, I guess, December 27th, so there were only 2 business days left. And so obviously now everything is going to be closed. We found some other options that could potentially work, but they haven't replied to our requests. And unfortunately, it means that we have no CDs for our release concerts, which is a bummer. My camera just died. But I was saying that unfortunately, because of the long estimated delivery time from first good company and all the time we wasted on the second company, which we're not going to use in the end, our CDs are going to be delayed for everyone who ordered from our campaign. And I'm really sorry about that. But if you have already ordered something from our crowdfunding, you should have received a link from me to a super early secret access to our Ad Astra album. And if you haven't, please check your DMs on Ko-fi, on Patreon, and your email, because I definitely sent it to you. But now to the good part. Because of this delay, I thought that it would be good to give you guys a chance to order something from our crowdfunding campaign, since we're basically still in pre-order mode. So if you're interested in any of the items that I showed you or getting the final result of our CD, please check out my Ko-fi page and the commissions section there. And this pre-order will only be open until January the 12th, so while the holidays here last. And that's because of these items that I'm producing myself. I'm going to be making the t-shirts in the next couple of weeks. So if you want to order one with a custom design, please order them from my Ko-fi page and let me know which design you want. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I hope it was interesting for you to see the designs that I came up with for our Ad Astra album. I wish you a wonderful beginning of the new year and a great year ahead. Thanks so much. I will see you soon. Bye.